Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to really get down and study this aspect that's coming up that I think is going to be world-changing the very first month of the year in January, because this is a most rare and remarkable combination. It's not just one planet, it's actually 4 planets that are all the same degree on the same day. So I want you to look at what this could possibly mean with me in terms of world events. So let's talk about it. I'm talking about January, actually the 6th through the 10th. It could even be a full week. But on the 9th of January is the day that all of the planets are 25 degrees. So the Sun, Mars, and Venus are all conjunct the Sun. Now this is actually called Cassimi. When a planet is the same degree as the Sun, they sort of like blend together and become one with the Sun. But essentially what's going on are these planets are combust the Sun. So this combustion kind of wipes out those planets. So it's kind of combustions. Cassimi is like only a day when they're really in their oneness. But I will say this, a Cassimi planet can excel something to make it really good, but at the same time something else is really bad. For example, people that have Venus Cassimi the Sun can be mega wealthy, but their relationships don't work. Venus rules both those things. For example, Oprah Winfrey has Venus Cassimi the Sun. She's mega wealthy, but she never got married. Relationships don't work for her, not like other people. So these planets, there's something good, there's something bad that's coming in with them being tied up too close to the Sun. And I have noted before that when Mars was exactly conjunct the Sun years ago, when it was in Aries, it was the day of the Boston Marathon bombing. So Mars's violence, with its smack dab on the Sun, it can be some horrific event. Now this happens once every 2 years. We don't have horrific events every 2 years. But there is something about this day because Venus is with it as well. Venus is the planet that generally can rule peace. With the Sun, it can deal with issues coming about concerning peace. But we have Jupiter exactly opposite at 25 degrees. This is so exact. Jupiter expands things, makes them bigger. If it's something difficult, Jupiter can make it a bigger event. Jupiter was involved with September 11th, made it a bigger event. But I do know that Jupiter is aspecting all these planets, and Mercury is even with the Sun, Venus, and Mars. Mercury just isn't the same degree, but it's very close, in the sign of Sagittarius. So we've got 4 planets in Sagittarius, and Jupiter is aspecting them all. Jupiter is wealth, abundance, expansion, opportunities. What could this do aspecting both Venus, Sun, and Mars, and Mercury? So Jupiter is aspecting the sign of Sagittarius, which is the sign that Jupiter rules. And they have a saying in Vedic astrology, when a planet aspects a sign that it rules, it empowers that sign for whatever it's good for. That sign is Sagittarius, and that sign deals with truth. It deals with laws, the legal system, and justice. So I have to say there's going to be some big blow-ups concerning truth and justice. And I think it's going to really be relative and come out. Why? Because Jupiter actually sits in the sign of Gemini during this time. And Gemini is the sign of communications and travel and information. So something huge is happening with information coming out, truth, travel, justice. And here's another thing to process about this whole entire scenario. While Mercury sits in Sagittarius, Mercury is the planet of communications. It's being aspected by Jupiter, but it's also in Sagittarius, which rules Jupiter. Meanwhile, Jupiter's in Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. So we have these two planets aspecting each other by opposition, as well as in each other's signs of rulership. This is called mutual reception or parivartana. But most of all, when planets aspect each other and they're in each other's signs, it's called sambandha. And sambandha means those two planets are one with each other. So this takes us to another clue about what this can mean, because both Mercury and Jupiter are about information and communications and travel. All of these things are opening up. Travel, truth, information, and with the combustion or Cassimi with Venus, Jupiter, and the Sun, this could be something to do with a big revelation with maybe, well, we know the truth is coming out, but this can also deal with peace and war. Mars is war, Venus is peace. They're together on the Sun. So could this bring a war that quickly resolves into peace? I think so. There's something about a big blow up that will eventually evolve into bringing peace in the world. Now you could go as far as to say, is this about Ukraine and Russia? Or is this about something with Venezuela? I find it really interesting that in the chart that I looked at for Venezuela, their sun sits at 21 degrees of Gemini, where Jupiter is, which means the country could be made free. Opportunities, things change. And I find it very interesting that the sun in the United States chart sits at 22 degrees, so they're both together, and Jupiter is going to be on both the sun in the United States chart, which represents a leader, as well as in the chart for Venezuela, a leader. So could it be that the United States brings freedom to Venezuela because of a leader? That could be a possibility too, because of Jupiter's placement. Now Jupiter will actually be in Gemini though, all the way till June 1st. So all of these possibilities are still in alignment till June. But I think there's going to be some spectacular event in January. A huge big opening. Information. Opening as to what it all means. And truth. And peace. And war and peace. Things just blow up instantaneously to cause a big shift around the world. Not just with these two countries or Ukraine, but there's a big shift. There's an opening, a new awareness. And it's all due to something occurring within that week in January. So another thing is, because the planets are so specific and exact and powerful, this would be a great day for you to set your intentions for the year. Possibly anything that you put your emotion and intention into on the day of January 9th could manifest into something, just a realization, and manifest your desires that your intentions are about. Put your energy into your intentions with passion and love, and you'll see great results. So with that, I think I'll close. Remember, if you'd like to learn more about me, if you want to get a reading or learn more about all the things I do, you can find out by going to my website. Go to galacticcenter.org. Don't forget to sign up for my free newsletter, as well as if this has inspired you to learn Vedic astrology, go to my university website, universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.